Hi, this is Justin Bevins again, and we're on video number 10 in our home selling series where I walk you through what to expect if you're selling a home in California or Nevada. In this video, we're going to talk about disclosures and due diligence. Now, as a seller, you've got certain responsibilities to disclose material facts about your property. These may include not just physical information and the history of your home, but may also include environmental factors and neighborhood info. Your agent will help provide you with the disclosures that you're responsible for. Most of these are state-mandated disclosures, but your listing broker or local board of realtors may have additional disclosures that they want the parties to acknowledge as well. Now, if as a seller, you also agree to provide things like a wood-destroying pest or termite report, then you'll be responsible for providing that during the buyer's investigation or due diligence period. The same goes for homeowners association documents. Now, one word of caution. Most real estate litigation is a result of improper or lack of disclosure, so it's important that you really take this seriously, and you should disclose anything that might be material to a buyer. You're far better off disclosing all the facts and letting the buyer walk away than to leave out something important and end up in court later. It never fails that a seller will neglect to mention something important and the buyers move in and find out from the neighbors down the street. For instance, maybe a flood in the house or a break-in that happened while you live there. That's all going to be of concern to most buyers, and if they find out later, you could be in a legal battle. Your agent's going to provide a variety of forms with questions that are designed to jog your memory about various common issues that come up during home ownership. It's hard to remember everything that happened while you lived in your home, so that's what the disclosure forms are there for. They help jog your memory. If there are other reports or government disclosures that are required by your contract, typically your agent, escrow, or title will assist in ordering them. Now, the buyer has a due diligence period to complete their investigations and to review all the disclosures provided by you and the other service providers. The buyer will also have some items of their own, like a property inspection and the lender's appraisal that the agents will help schedule. They may also have other specialty inspections, sometimes like a roof, HVAC, electrical. It's all part of the process, and it is part of their investigative rights. So try not to get impatient or frustrated by the fact that people are going through your home a lot in the first few weeks of a transaction. Once they're through this due diligence period and have removed their contingencies, then you're one step further down the path to getting your home sold. Now, one more note about inspections. Your buyer will likely get a home inspection. That inspector is going to find problems with your home. That's what they're getting paid for. Home inspectors are also quick to point out any defect, no matter how small, and recommend further evaluation on items that may even be working properly. They do this to cover themselves and try to avoid litigation. Try not to get offended when you get a copy of the report. No matter how perfect your home is, there are probably problems that you're likely unaware of. So take it in stride and review with your agent. If the buyer requests repairs, discuss and make decisions that hopefully keep your deal together without overburdening you. Most of the time, the buyer and seller can come together on some type of compromise when it comes to defects and repairs. I recommend you get your required disclosures done as soon as possible after accepting an offer, so that if there's problems and the buyer backs out, you can quickly get your home back on the market and find another buyer soon. In fact, if you want to be ahead of the curve, ask your agent to give you the disclosures as soon as you list your home. Before you receive any offers, then you can have them ready to go once you accept that first offer. A couple of things to mention about appraisals. If for some reason the buyer's appraisal comes in low, here's what can happen. Number one, the seller, you, can lower your price. Number two, the buyer can come up with the difference, or some combination of those first two. Number three, the agents could challenge the appraisal if it appears the appraiser made mistakes. And number four, the parties can cancel the transaction and walk away. Oftentimes, the appraisal comes in right at the purchase price, as the appraiser is only hired by the lender to make sure the property is not being purchased at an inflated price. And as long as that's not the case, it usually comes in right on the money, so to speak. Occasionally, the appraiser may come in higher than the purchase price, but that doesn't mean you get to renegotiate the price. The price in the contract still stands. Appraisals may also uncover lender-required repairs that you need to consider making in order for this buyer to get their funding and keep your deal on track. One last thing, the appraisal and the inspection belong to the buyer technically. They have no obligation to share them with you. Most of the time they will share the inspection report, particularly if they're asking you for repairs. Most of the time, if there's no problem with the appraisal, you and your agent probably won't get a copy of it though. And with any luck, you'll get through the disclosures and due diligence without any serious hang-ups and be well on your way to closing your home. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.